Good morning, Bill. I want to take a moment here and review the lesson we had today. When we take a look at the golf swing here, and one thing we did see and one thing we looked at here is an issue that we had last week, but we didn't cover as much because what we worked on last time was trying to get the weight from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. And as we do that, I definitely see a big difference from where we were last time to where we were this time. And by what I mean by that is we look here at this finish on the right-hand side compared to where you were last time, you can see a huge difference because when we see this, we go back, and this is where, the position we talked about today, yesterday was that little up and over that position. But as you swing down and swing through, what you can see here is as you finish here, look where that right foot is. Look how you can see how everything is coming back here to the back. Whereas in this picture on the right-hand side, you can definitely tell the difference between how you can finish here and everything finish forward, finish going at the target like we wanted to see. So great job there, great improvement over what we've seen last time. Now, what we tried to, and this is where it kind of set us up for this lesson, was trying to get the club to come back down on the original path or on the same path. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is if we take a look at someone like, that's Adam Scott, but what I'm going to do for you is we're going to take a look at, hold on one second here, Tom Watson. All right, here's Tom. So as Tom swings back up to the top, now this is the driver, and it kind of goes with the driver and with the iron. You can see as Tom swings up, club comes back almost up and over this right shoulder here. So as he swings up, he gets up to the top. As he starts back down, you can watch how the hands and the club, shoulders, hips, everything starts turning. So as the hands start to fall, right elbow starts to come to the side, this right hip starts turning around and going out at the target, getting the weight to go from the right-hand side to the left. You can see it's all one motion, but most importantly, as the right elbow comes to the side, the hands come right back down on the exact same path that the hands went up on. So as they come down, see how the body's turned through, weight's coming off the right side, going to the left, club is down the target line, and then vice versa. As the club swings down and through, you can see how this club kind of mirrors the same path that it was on the right-hand side. Now let me show that to you again. We're up, take the club up, and you can kind of see the hands get about waist high. They go up, over the right shoulder, down, right elbow comes down, right hip turns down and through. Now, let's say we don't have the exact swing like Tom Watson, but we swing like, let's say, no, that's Greg. That's Mr. Ogilvie, Jeff Ogilvie. But I'm looking for a local gentleman here that I've got. Oh, never mind. Oh, here, Brant Snedeker. When we watch Brant does the same thing. Brant's up, hands come back down. You see that right hip, right shoulder coming down, elbow coming into the side. Hips turning down and through. That's kind of what we want to look at and what we want to see as we turn down and through. So because of that, what we try to work on with you is something very simple. And I say simple in some aspects, but what I want you to do is by taking your trade, I want you to take a 3/4 inch PVC pipe, put 2 lights on it. By putting 2 lights on it, what we did is I want you to then lay down 2 sticks in front of you. This would act as your path. And all I want you to do, and you can see I got a little quick there for us here, but all I want you to do is I want you literally to start turning back. As you turn back, I want you to turn up to the top, making that full shoulder turn, getting the weight back to the right-hand side. And what we can tell by the lights here is as you turn up, this light stays down here in this path. Okay? Now, as club / PVC pipe lights starts to come down, this light from this flashlight should stay in this path. Right elbow should come to the side. Hips should start turning down and around, and we should get to that left side. So what we look like here, it's down. We start coming down, and the light, let's see if we can see. It's still too light there. We can't see it, but what you can see is the hands come down, body turning through, club pointing out at the target. Now, this is nice and slow, and this is the first time you actually did it. But it was just kind of feeling used to it. And what we want to see is that this was one motion. As one motion comes down, right elbow comes to the side, hands come down, back down this path, down this line, the light stays within the path, going back, going down, coming through. Now what I want you to do is I want you to swing this 20 to 30 times. If not, let's build it up to 2 sets in that same regards, but just being able to feel that light down and through and feel that position down and through our position. So as you do this, that's kind of a warm-up to do at the house. Now you can also take that and do it at the course or at the range, but quite frankly, you probably wouldn't see the light as much. But what we can do in that same regards is if you don't have the light, that's when we turn that one back around to see. But what I did here, you can see how I put a T right in the bottom of the club. Now by putting a T right in the bottom of the club, what I wanted you to do is kind of feel like you're pointing that butt of the golf club, being the end of the grip, at that line as you take it up and over that right shoulder. Now as you see this, a good stance is a good position. Club gets back here, nice and slow. Now I apologize for not being able to see the club as well because the time of day that it was, we're not seeing the shutter's not catching it perfectly here. But as we turn up, what I wanted to show you here is this position right here. All right, right here. So let me see this. Want to see, you see how you're pointing that T right down at our line or right down at our path. As you take it up, your first move, you see right here, your first move is still a little bit with the hands coming down instead of that right elbow coming straight down. Right elbow, hands should feel like they come straight down. The elbow should come like it feels like it's coming into that side. So we come down, we turn through. And that's kind of what I wanted you to work on with the golf club and or wiffle balls in the backyard. Is feeling that club go up. You still see that kind of leaning out there. And that's literally as you get up here, it's just as simple as taking the right elbow up and bringing the right elbow down. Right elbow up, right elbow down. And literally the right elbow in this case is as this left foot goes down, you can see the right elbow come out and away. Out and away. Now I will say this swing was one of our better swings as we did this, but quite frankly, we were still out just a little bit with the hands. So it's almost like the hands, I want them to feel like they're coming down, keeping that light, keeping that position down and through our path, which, like we said, this was a much better swing than what we've had. But it's just going to take baby steps, but that's the position I think we need to take as we're working through this. So now as we work through this, that's what we're looking to do. It's trying to make a good position down and through the shot and make it consistent. So in the backyard, feeling that position, turn back, feel that club, that T pointing down at our line like we see here, and get those hands. So see, that one's better. That was probably your best one you've had so far, because what you see, let's look on the right-hand side here and I'll show you. See how the club came from back here. This was your line at shoulder high. As you get up to the top, you can see the hands and the club go straight out and away. Here, watch how the hands, they stay pretty close to what we were looking at, but what we want to do is still feel like we're swinging out and through those uprights. Remember, that's where I told you I want you to act like you're swinging that club at me or trying to hit that club down through those uprights if we have two uprights out here in front of us. Okay? Now, Bill, if you have any questions, by all means, I want you to give me a call, 314-724-6539. Shoot me a text if you have a question, or shoot me an email, 1-2michaelwyattgolf@gmail.com. But anything else, pleasure seeing you. I look forward to seeing you next week or sometime soon. But just feel free to give me a call. Like I said, any questions. We'll talk to you later, sir. Have a good day.